the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, Jackson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jackson now. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, 30 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jackson. Forced out to his, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now Prater to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A final shot before half for Murray. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. The penalty got him half the distance to the goal down to the 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Murray and company going for it on 4th. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 71 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So that'll back him up 5. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw, it's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Murray. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead.
29, Ravens 22.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the 21-yard line.
8 yards to go on second down. Jackson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going.
That's caught inside the 20.
Ready, show on earth, baby.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going for it. It's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And that'll set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Shifts by him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Second down and another run with Edmonds.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Caught Left side, Hopkins. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. A final shot before half for Murray. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Murray. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. An incredible play there on fourth down in their own territory. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Edmonds. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It's a big 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Jackson will look to throw it towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 27, Cardinals 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And he's got...
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray, and he's brought down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run it here with Edmonds, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They run with Edmonds. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw, it's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Murray now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Touchdown. Zach Ertz, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Hey, take 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Cardinals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A check down here to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Caught by Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter.
Sister 19 News Online.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
From the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And the last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit, and time fading. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Murray arcs over the middle. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Rodgers throwing here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown Packers. Josiah DeGuara. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defense. Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Now the big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake. Winston sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 29 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
1st down, Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Looking long for Thomas. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Winston. Out to his left. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Saints 14, Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the reception made by Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Murray. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaud.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaud, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now a give to Edmonds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Steps away. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here,
they've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are right back in this football game. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.